Hello kids! It's me again, Teacher Isa, and welcome to our new lesson for Science 4. And we are now at quarter 2 of our weekly lessons in Science 4. And for today, we're going to talk about, or for this part of the quarter, we're going to talk about the human body systems. So, for this week 1, we're going to talk about the muscular system and the skeletal system. So, I divide this video into 2 so that you can focus on the different systems of the body. So, for this video, we're going to talk about the muscular system, and it is good for 2 days. So, for days 1 and 2. So, let's start discussing our human body systems. And we have, of course, the muscular system of the human body. The muscular system is a complex and intricate network of muscles that work together to facilitate movement, maintain posture, and support the body's internal functions. This comprehensive overview will explore the various components of the muscular system, their roles, and how they contribute to our overall health and well-being. So in this slide, we can observe that the muscular system has 3 purpose and objectives in our body. And it also have, or we can say, it has 3 principal roles in our body. So, number 1, to facilitate movement. So, kapag wala tayong muscle, hindi tayo makakagalaw, hindi tayo makakalakad, hindi tayo makakatakbo because it really affects the movement of the body. Number 2, it maintains our posture. So, yung muscles natin, yung tumutulong sa atin para magkaroon tayo ng magandang tindig. Hindi ba? So, kapag toned ang ating muscles, maganda yung posture natin, hindi tayo kuba, maganda yung tindig natin, so maaliwalas yung ating aura at yung dating sa, kumbaga yung ating overall posture and well-being is maganda. Next is, it supports the body's or our body's internal function. So, tumutulong siya sa iba't ibang function ng ating katawan. So, for example, sa transport ng nutrients from the different parts of the body, so tumutulong yung ating muscles para mas maging mabilis yung pag-absorb ng ating katawan ng mga nutrients na kailangan natin to stay healthy. So, yun yung mga primary roles ng muscular system sa ating katawan. So, next we have the types of muscle. So, first, we have the skeletal muscles. So, skeletal muscles help you move. They are attached to the bones and you can control them with your brain. So, meaning to say, when we say, or when we talk about skeletal muscles, so ito yung tumutulong sa atin para makagalaw. So, naka-attach or nakadikit ito sa ating buto. At ito ay nakokontrol natin sa pamamagitan ng ating utak. Next, we have the cardiac muscle. So, when we say cardiac muscle, so puso agad yung ating or yung pumapasok sa ating isip. So, cardiac muscle is only found in your heart. It helps your heartbeat to pump blood around your body so you can control it. So, cardiac muscle is very important because it helps our heart to beat and to pump blood around our body. So, bakit ba mahalaga yung pag-pump ng blood? Kasi, kapag nagpa-pump yung blood, so ito rin yung nagdadala ng mga nutrients sa different parts of the bodies. Kaya, yung cardiac muscle, malaking tulong siya kasi hindi nga din natin ito nakokontrol, diba? Hindi natin, syempre kapag tumigil yung tibok ng puso natin, wala nang buhay, lifeless na. Kaya mahalaga yung cardiac muscle natin kasi tumutulong to sa pag-pump ng ating heart para din tuloy-tuloy yung blood flow sa ating katawan na nagtatransport ng iba't ibang nutrients to the different parts of the body. Next, we have the smooth muscle. Smooth muscles are found inside your body, like in your stomach or blood vessels. So they help things move inside your body and you also can't control them. So yung smooth muscles naman ay makikita syempre sa loob ng ating katawan, particular sa ating tiyan at sa ating mga blood vessels. So tinutulungan ito yung paggalaw ng mga or yung mga system, 'di ba? Kapag yung mga iba't ibang ginagawa, processes sa loob ng ating katawan. So hindi rin natin ito nakokontrol. So pinapadali niya yung transportation ng nutrients at the same time yung iba't iba pang mga activities inside our body. So those are the 3 types of muscles. So again, we have the skeletal muscles, the cardiac muscles, or the cardiac muscle kasi isa lang, and we have the smooth muscles. Okay. So next, we have our muscle structure and function. So ano ba yung itsura at ano ba ang function ng ating mga muscles? So we have here 4. So we listed 4. We have the muscle fibers. Muscles are made up of many small parts called muscle fibers. So itong muscle fibers na to ang bumubuo sa ating muscles. And these fibers work together to make the muscles move. So ito yung tumutulong at ito yung nagtutulong-tulong para makagalaw, no, yung ating muscles. Para matulungan din tayo sa paggalaw. So ito pala, yung muscle fibers pala ang ito yung bumubuo sa ating mga muscles na tumutulong sa atin para makagalaw. Next, we have contraction and relaxation. Our brains tell our muscles to contract or relax. When a muscle contracts, it gets shorter and pulls on bones to make us move. Relaxation lets the muscle go back to its normal size. So, kapag kapag ang muscle natin ay nagko-contract, so it means lumiliit siya at pinupul niya, no? Kumbaga hinahatak niya yung bones para tayo ay gumalaw. At yung relaxation naman, kapag nag-relax naman tayo, nagpahinga, it brings back the muscle to its normal size. So, yun. Next, we have energy sources. Muscles need energy to work. They get this energy from breaking down special molecules like ATP. How well the muscles use energy affects how strong and how long they can work. And we also have muscle memory. When we do the same movements over and over, our brains learn how to do them. This is called muscle memory, and it helps us move more easily and smoothly. So for example, kapag nag-jogging ka, so given halimbawa, hindi ka nag-stretching, or kahit pa sabihin natin nag-stretching ka and then first time mong mag-jog and then medyo nabigla yung katawan mo. So kapag hindi pa sanay yung muscles mo at nabigla, anong nangyayari? So eventually, 'di ba, parang kinabukasan hindi tayo makalakad. Pero kapag inulit mo yung pagja-jogging mo, ginawa mo siyang regular, natatandaan ng muscles natin yung movement na yon. That's why, habang tumatagal nang nagja-jogging tayo ng paulit-ulit, hindi na sumasakit yung ating muscles, hindi ba? And parang mas tumatagal na yung endurance natin sa pag-jog. So, yan yung example natin ng muscle memory. Natatandaan niya yung ating mga ginagawa. That's why, nagiging mas madali na in the long run yung ating pagkilos. So, another example is, for example, the following school year, ang classroom mo ay nasa 3rd floor. Pero last year, ang classroom mo ay nasa 1st floor lang. So, syempre, pagpasok mo, yung first few days mo, parang hingal na hingal ka, hindi ba? Or nananakit yung binti mo. Pero kapag syempre araw-araw ka na umakyat sa third floor, natatandaan na ng muscles natin yung ating movements na yon. Kaya naman, pagdating ng fourth quarter, wala na. Maning-mani na sa'yo yung pag-akyat ng first floor to third floor kasi natandaan na ng inyong muscle memory yung movements na yon. That's why it is very easy for you to walk or to go upstairs from first floor to third floor. Okay, so next we have major muscle groups. So we have 3 major muscle groups. We have the upper body, the core, and the lower body. So ito maririnig natin to sa mga gym, 'di ba? Yung mga pinapaganda, tinotone nila yung muscles nila or binibuild nila yung muscles nila sa kanilang upper body, and then yung core, and then yung lower body nila. So, ano ba yung what are the muscles that compose the upper body? So, the upper body muscles includes the pectorals, the deltoids, the biceps, triceps, and trapezius. These muscles are responsible for movements such as lifting, pushing, pulling, and rotation of the shoulder and arm. So, yung mga nagli-lift, diba? Yung nagli-lift ng weights, yung nagpo-push and pull, and then rotation of the shoulder and arm. So, ang binibuild pala nila noon or yung tinutone is yung kanilang upper body muscles. Next, we have the core. The core muscles includes the abdominals, no, yung may mga abs, obliques, and the lower back muscles. These muscles provide stability and support the spine, as well as power for movements like twisting and bending. Ayan. So, tinutulungan pala, no, kapag pinapalakas natin yung core natin, kaya tayo nag-sit ups, hindi ba? Tinutulong niya yun na masuportahan ng muscle yung ating spine. Yan. So, kasama dyan yung abs, no? Yung obliques, may bandang likod natin, lower back muscles. So, yun yung muscles na included sa ating core at yung ating one of the major muscle groups. Next, we have the lower body. The lower body muscles include the quadriceps, hamstrings, gluteus maximus, and calves. These muscles are responsible for movements like walking, running, jumping, and climbing, as well as providing support and balance. So, yung mga athletes natin, talagang itong major muscle groups na to ay talagang binibuild nila para tumagal or para mabuild din yung kanilang endurance and para din makaiwas sila sa mga injuries, lalo na yung ating mga athletes na, for example, yung sumasali sa athletics, basketball, volleyball, diba? Malimit na yung kanilang mga injury kapag nanonood kayo is yung mga hamstring, no? Yung sa kanilang mga lower body extremities. So, ito yung nag-exercise sila to strengthen their lower body para makaiwas din sila sa mga injuries. So, next, we have key functions of the muscular system. So, of course, number 1 is movement. Muscles allow us to move from large actions like walking and running to small movements like writing and facial expressions. Diba? Yung pagsasalita lang natin, yung pag-smile natin. So, we use our muscles to move and to make this kind of movement. So, big or small, ang nag-aalaw sa atin para makagalaw is our muscles. So, next is stability. Muscles help keep our joints stable, like in the knees and shoulders. Core muscles also provide stability when lifting things. Yan. So, pinapatatag niya yung ating mga buto, no? Sinusuportahan niya yung ating buto para hindi tayo matumba at para din, syempre, piniprevent din niya na mag-fracture din yung ating mga bones. So, tumutulong siya para maging stable yung ating katawan. So, stability. Next, posture. Muscles help maintain proper posture while sitting or standing. So, tinutulungan niya tayo para hindi tayo maging kuba, di ba? Dapat sit up straight, no? Stand straight, yung maganda, yung postura ng ating katawan. So it is because of the help of our muscles. Strong and flexible muscles are essential for good posture, while stiff, weak, or tight muscles can lead to pain. So yung kapag stiff, yung parang tigas na tigas ka, no? Yung katawan mo parang talagang hindi mo na magalaw, no? So pag ganun, kailangan magpahilot para naman ma-relax yung muscles mo. So kasi syempre kapag stiff na stiff ka, nagkakaroon din ng effect yun sa mga muscles natin. Baka nag-iipit-ipit na yung mga ugat-ugat natin sa katawan. So, kailangan i-relax para bumalik siya sa normal size niya. And then, of course, in circulation, the heart is a muscle that pumps blood throughout the body. Smooth muscles and arteries and veins also aid in blood flow. So, katulad ng binanggit natin kanina, yung cardiac muscle, so tumutulong siya sa pag-beat ng ating puso, sa pag-pump. And of course, kapag nagpa-pump yung ating heart, tuloy-tuloy yung blood flow. And alam naman natin na yung blood flow, ito yung nagiging tulay para matransport or madala yung mga nutrients sa iba't ibang part ng ating katawan. So kapag na-digest na yung food, nakuha na ng katawan yung nutrients na dapat niyang makuha, so yung blood ang responsible sa pagdadala ng nutrients na to sa iba't ibang systems and organs ng ating katawan. So those are the key functions of the muscular system. Next, we also have, of course, kasama din to, breathing. The diaphragm, a muscle under the lungs, assists with breathing. When we inhale, it moves downward, creating space for air. When we exhale, it moves back upward. And then for digestion, smooth muscles within the digestive system help move food through the stomach and intestine. So kanina, di ba, nabanggit natin yung smooth muscles as type of muscles. And sabi nga natin, located siya at makikita siya sa ating tiyan. So, ang ginagawa niya is tinutulungan niya na ma-move o magalaw or ma-push yung ating mga kinain from the stomach to the intestine. So, para ma-push siya. So, nakakatulong siya sa galaw, no, ng ating mga digested food. Now let's talk about muscle injuries and rehabilitation. So we have here some common muscle injuries. So sprains and strains. Muscle sprains and strains are common injuries that occur when a muscle is stretched or torn. This can be caused by overuse, sudden movements, or trauma, and often request rest, ice, and physical therapy for proper healing. So, yan. So, ito yung mga common injuries ng ating mga basketball players, no, kapag nasusobrahan na yung work ng kanilang muscle. So, pwede yung ma-stretch or mapunit. So, yun yung isa sa kanilang mga iniiwasan na injury, no? Kasi nga, kailangan nilang ipahinga yon, or worse, kailangan pa nilang physical therapy para magkaroon ito at magkaroon ng proper healing or gumaling agad. Next, muscle cramps. So, muscle cramps are sudden, involuntary contractions of muscle that can be painful. They are often caused by dehydration, electrolyte imbalances, or overuse, and can be alleviated through stretching, massage, and hydration, o yung pulikat. Diba? Kapag halimbawa, nakikita natin common yan sa mga athletes natin, kapag dire-diretso, walang halos pahinga, so bigla silang umuupo, nakakaramdam ng sudden pain. So, ito yung tinatawag nating muscle cramps or yung pulikat. So, kailangan lang yun i-massage, no, i-relax, and then later on naman ay mawawala na. Pero, yung may mga cramps na sobrang sakit na parang kahit na nag-subside na yung pain niya, mararamdaman mo pa rin siya kapag naglalakad ka. We also have muscle weakness. Muscle weakness can be caused by a variety of factors, including nerve damage, disuse, or certain medical conditions. Strengthening exercises and physical therapy can help improve muscle function and prevent further deterioration. And we also have muscle rehabilitation. Rehabilitation from muscle injuries often involves combination of rest, physical therapy, and gradual strengthening exercises. The goal is to restore full range of motion, strength, and function to the affected muscle or muscle group. Kaya 'di ba, kapag na-injured yung mga players, be it be volleyball, basketball, or any kind of sport, hindi pwedeng paggaling nila ay agad-agad silang maglalaro. Sometimes, it requires how many weeks and how many months. So, hindi basta-basta babalik. No? Kinokondisyon ulit yung muscle natin. Kailangan mo na ng pahinga and then gradually, mag-start ka muna ng physical therapy and then unti-unti, babalik, magpapalakas, strengthen ulit yung muscles hanggang sa ma-reach mo na ulit yung strength na kaya ng muscle mo. So, yun. And also, we have factors affecting muscle health. So, of course, exercise, regular physical activity, and strength training are essential for maintaining muscle health, as they help build and maintain muscle mass, strength, and endurance. So, malaking tulong talaga yung exercise sa pag-build ng muscles. Lalo na kapag sinasabayan pa nila yan ng protein. So, yun yung kapag nagja-gym, no, yung umiinom sila ng mga soy milk, yung mga taho, mga foods na rich in protein, eggs, yan, para mabilis na ma-build yung kanilang muscle. So, kasi nga, next would be nutrition. Balanced diet rich in proteins, carbs, and essential nutrients is crucial to provide the basic elements and energy needed for muscle growth and repair. Rest and recovery. So, mahalaga yung pagpapahinga and adequate sleep para mag-build and mag-repair yung ating mga tissues and muscles. So, allowing for adequate rest and recovery between workout is important for muscle repair, growth, and overall muscle health and performance. Medical conditions. Certain medical conditions such as neuromuscular disorders can directly affect muscle function and health, requiring specialized treatment and management. All right, so that's all for day 1 and day 2 of our week 1, quarter 2 of our lesson in Science 4. So, thank you for being with me for the last 20 minutes, and I hope you learned something and understand how the muscular system works. Okay, so thank you for watching again. This is Teacher Isa, and see you on days 3 and day 4. So we're going to discuss the skeletal system. So thank you and bye!